What's up, sports bettors? I got some sharp early bets for UFC 279. It's a huge fight night. Lines have already been released, and I found a profitable bet. So let's go through it. UFC 279. Better than the fight night this weekend. We got a lot of big names on the card. Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson, lots of big names on the card. Johnny Walker. But the play I'm going to be going through is a little less well-known. It's actually Elise Reed. So the play I'm on and who lines are moving towards early is Elise Reed. So essentially, when sportsbooks first post odds for an upcoming UFC fight night, sometimes a week, 2 weeks in advance, early sharp action starts to come in, right? People take opinions in the betting market on who they think is going to win, where they think it's mispriced. And all of the action so far has been coming in on Elise Reed, and she's been hammered down from like plus 160 odds, as you can see, to plus 135 odds on most sports books. Caesar still lingering at plus 140, and then you have FanDuel still lingering at plus 146. So the positive EV, the sharp bet I ended up going with, is Elise Reed plus 146 on FanDuel, and we'll kind of go through that, but you can see my bet slip right here. $135 on Elise Reed at plus 146 odds. I would have bet more, but you can kind of see like FanDuel, especially when a fight is far away, because I beat them too much on UFC, they won't give me too much action, just $140 on that play. But regardless, like it's a volume game. Like you'll kind of see looking through my FanDuel account, I try to place as many sharp, positive EV bets, mathematically profitable bets, really as I can on a daily basis. More merrier, more merrier. It's a volume game. More bets with an edge, more money in your pocket. Like you can literally blindly bet the positive EV page. You place 250 bets, you're going to be up money just due to the law of large numbers. But regardless, essentially, so what happened here? The reason I like this play is you'll see, especially the sharp sports books, Bet Online and Pinnacle, they've been hammered down all the way to plus 130 and plus 135. So the way that sports books work, right, is they essentially have some model that spits out a win probability for both fighters. One fighter has to win, one fighter has to lose. If it's a draw, you get refunded. So essentially what Pinnacle's doing is they're saying, okay, we think the win probability for Elise Reed, based on their market, plus 135 underdog for Reed, minus 156 for Martinez, she's the favorite, is Pinnacle saying, hey, based on all the action we've seen in the market, the millions of dollars we've accepted, we believe Elise Reed is 41.12% to win this fight, and her opponent, Martinez, is 58.88%, right? So essentially with these numbers from the sportsbooks model, they back out their true odds, their true prices with no vig. Plus 143, minus 143. That's a market with zero hold. No vig. Pick 'em market. Then they juice their markets, right? Then Pinnacle says, hey, we believe the true price is plus 143 for Elise Reed, so we're going to give sports bettors plus 135 because that's worse odds. And then we make our vig, right? We make our cut. And that's how sportsbooks make money. They give you odds below what they think is the true price or the true value, right? Pinnacle, no sportsbook, DraftKings, they don't charge you a fee for placing a bet. No, they make their money by offering you what they believe to be terrible prices. So on Bet Online, the market's plus 130, minus 150. So we throw that into a no vig odds calculator. The true price is plus 138. Once again, on FanDuel, we're getting, what are we getting again? On FanDuel, we're getting, where is it? So we want Elise. Where is she? So on FanDuel, we're getting plus 146. So we're beating the no vig odds, right? We're beating the true odds, which is exactly what you want. You want all of your bets to be beating the true odds from the sharp bookmakers, and that's how you make the big bucks sports betting. Plus 135, plus 130, plus 135. So 1.29% profit margin in this play. So I went ahead, I locked it in. And what I like kind of showing people is just like, hey, based on your goals, how much money you want to earn. And you can kind of, there will be a link to the sheet in the description. You can kind of like copy it or make a copy and kind of work on your goals is like, let's say your bets have an average profit margin of, 1.29%. Let's just use the number I bet. Let's say your unit size is $125 and you want to make $500 sports betting, kind of this month. What this sheet will do for you is essentially tell you how many bets you have to place per day. So you'd have to place 10 bets per day. If your unit size is 125, you're staking 1 unit on everything, and every bet has 1.29% profit margin. You'd need to place 310 bets in a month, and then 10 bets total. And then once you make $500, maybe the next month you're like, wow, this positive EV thing actually works. I'm making money. There's some variance, but I'm always making money. I'm going to make my unit size 175, and I want to make $1,000. Then you have to place 14 bets a day, right? So obviously, the higher your unit size is, the less bets you have to place to make the same amount of money. So the best ways to make more money, positive EV betting, are 1, place more bets, or 2, increase your unit size. So hopefully this was helpful to you, and let's make some money.